The green team is back on the big screen. As Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem hits theaters this week. Got myself a couple early access passes, so I am super excited to discuss the Heroes in a Half Shell. Let's talk about it. Yeah! What's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, the Ace, back with another spoiler-free review to the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And before I get started, join me down in the comment section and let me know what you thought about this movie once you see it and who your favorite Ninja Turtle is. I'm super excited to talk about this, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So here are my thoughts. This movie is one of the best times you will have in the theater this year. Now, I know there's been a lot of great movies that have come out this year, and this one is one of them. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when they first announced this movie, I was a little bit nervous, being that Seth Rogen was one of the main producers. I was just thinking to myself, like, please do not make this a stoner comedy about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Boy, was I wrong. This is such a fresh take on the Heroes in a Half Shell. So refreshing, great storytelling, really fun, funny, energetic. The animation, really good, knocked it out of the park. This just adds on to what we already know and love from the Ninja Turtles and what we have already. They've just had so many great comics, great animations, live action movies, toys, merchandise, and this one is just another chapter in how great the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really are. It's hard for me to believe that anybody doesn't like them, but this movie, must-see movie in my opinion. So let's get into the good. The best part about this movie, obviously, the Turtles themselves. Who would have thought that actually putting teenagers into the role of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would work so well? It just was such a great job. Love the voice acting. You can hear the chemistry in their voices. Love the banter, the jokes. Love the little nuances like them talking over each other in scenes, and that felt like teenage dialogue. The boys were well cast in this movie, along with the actress that played April O'Neil. She did a phenomenal job. This is a very star-studded cast. Jackie Chan, Giancarlo Esposito, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Maya Rudolph, and who's leading the way as our main villain? Superfly, Ice Cube. Did a great job. Great villain in this movie. Overall, the casting was excellent. One thing that works so well for this movie is they take the nostalgia of the Turtles that we know and love and put a nice, fresh, new vibe on it. This movie isn't just your typical Ninja Turtle story where four brothers found an ooze, become crime fighters, and save the city. No, this movie pushes acceptance. This storyline is centered around the Ninja Turtles wanting to be accepted by humanity. So they come up with a plot to save the city in hopes that they can win over New York City. And to me, this absolutely works, and it's such a great, fresh take on the Turtles. This movie's really great on character development. As the movie goes on, you see the boys not just become more confident in themselves individually, but within themselves as a team, and it absolutely works. The father-son dynamic is something that this movie pushes heavily on, where Splinter is very protective and shelters the boys, but by the end of the movie, he comes to the realization that it's okay for them to interact with the real world, and that just adds so much heart to this. Okay, now let's talk about the animation. Going into this movie, I was a little bit skeptical when I saw some of the trailers. Looked a little bit rough around the edges. Looked like it was a little bit unfinished. But seeing the product, I gotta say, I was absolutely blown away by it. You can see how Spider-Verse has inspired these animated movies and how it takes inspiration from that, but it doesn't try to copy it. It adds its own unique touch to it that helps move the story and tell a story from a great point of view. And overall, it's just great visuals, and I loved it. All right, now let's talk about the soundtrack. If you've seen any of my previous reviews, if you haven't done so, check out my playlist, but after this video, then you know that I love a good soundtrack. To me, it just amplifies the movie and makes it that much better, and this movie has a lot of hits. Ante Up by M.O.P., I Know by De La Soul, No Diggity by Blackstreet, and of course, the Ninja Rap by Vanilla Ice. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! They definitely had to put that in there. It was definitely a good time, got the audience hype. The soundtrack just does a phenomenal job at adding to not just the fight scenes, but the jokes itself, and is easily one of the best parts about this movie. All right, now let's get into the bad. Okay, what I didn't like about this movie, it's Nothing. I enjoyed this movie. It hit on everything that I was looking for from a Ninja Turtle movie with a brand new, fresh take, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, some of the things I will say, maybe 90-minute runtime, a little bit short. Maybe could have used a couple more minutes just to see some more, like maybe action sequences, stuff like that. A little bit more Giancarlo Esposito would have been great as well. But besides that, and like I said, I'm not going to nitpick. This movie delivered for me. But overall, this movie was
awesome, bodacious, legit, gnarly, radical, yeah,
I had such a great time watching this movie. Went with a couple of friends again. Here are their thoughts. What do you guys think about it?
Loved it, absolutely loved it.
Loved it.
I like the soundtrack a lot.
Soundtrack kicked ass.
Soundtrack was really good.
Funny movie, very funny movie. Hilarious.
Good story.
So it seems like they had a great time. Definitely go check it out in theaters. But overall, I give this movie a strong 9 out of 10. Highly recommend it for all ages. Take your kids to the theaters to see it. You guys will have a blast. Trust me, this is a great movie for all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. You guys will love it. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. As always, thank you for tuning into the Ace Avenue. I am yours truly, the Ace. Adios and Turtle Power.